Hello everybody, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV main scenario. We are making our way through Heavensward. The last little bits of it. I think we got a couple small pieces left to do. We're currently in a quest called Beneath a Star-Filled Sky, and it's time to talk to Alphino. I trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Neshtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. I feel like we haven't gotten much insight as to how the Link Pearl actually works. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. 'Twould seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation, so Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Oriange another... Wait, where is Alice? She was here a moment ago, with Gabu. Where did she go? Alice? Okay. She... down here? Hi, Jen. Ah, there they are. How's Gabu doing? Ah, let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother? Commander? Something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with the same expression on his face. Poor little guy. You will look after him, won't you, Commander, and treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance, until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not... Ooh. Okay, music. Okay. We'll not forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them, and never, ever forget. Come along, little one. Who is speaking? I will remember them. And you, Alice. Thank you. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. 1,000 times over, there will be a reckoning. Alice is not happy. She wants revenge. Okay. Return to the Waking Sands. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. Luckily, I think I still have some Vesper Bay tickets. I do. That's very convenient. Not sure why I'm humming that song. Wrong game. Wrong Final Fantasy game. Okay. He is in here, right? I should have checked to make sure he's actually in here before I just ran in the building. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll figure out what's going on with him. Maybe there's two of him or something, I don't know. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamuro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa have rest easy. May rest easy. I should like to think so. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of the worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. With every umbral calamity? 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, the verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the live stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, where if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such as at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of a certain Almegan parties. Almegan, strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgar. Oh, yeah, I think we've only just kind of heard of him and just kind of like the lore. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Almegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Elaine Royal's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ossians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Solitary, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course. That was an interesting look up at Urianger there. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Alice, don't trust him. Neither do I. Alphino, Alice, Solitary. Are you through listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them. And the crystals too? What few remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo. Oh great, that's where we're already going. Where it will be received by members of the local resistance group. Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services. I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments, but a few moments ago. And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. And his little helpers? Ah, wait a moment. There is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one of Elaine Royal, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred? With whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishtolit next. But is there someone else you would have me notify first? Yeah, we're like, how does Urianger know all this already? What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time with the Levier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though. Little Alamigo waits. What happened to their parents, the twins? I don't know if we've learned that. Maybe we have. I mean, their grandfather was Louis Soir, right? But I don't know if we know much about their parents. Maybe we do, and I've forgotten. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me, it has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. You're not the only one. Now more than ever. Listen, Solitary, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then, and to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. When we were free. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamegan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of this settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alice and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. I can handle that. Wait, did he say east or west? Okay. East. Hope everybody's been having a good day. I don't think I actually wanted to go up here. Oh, actually, we got lucky. Okay. The resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. Cough, wheeze. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Okay. Well, let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. Well, he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart. He's also inspired more than a few old Dons to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. Kinda forgot about the Garleans. I mean, we've seen them a little bit during Heavensward, but definitely they have not been as, like, central to the plot as they were in A Realm Reborn. I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his slot. I'll bet. Seems to the talk of little Almega these days, folk wondering what he's about and what he's got in store for the Garleans. And what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, but with all the scars, others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was there. Your guess is as good as mine. Guess that's the guy we saw in the quest picture. Here, let's be lazy. 100 gil to teleport like 10 feet. Okay. Are we gonna run into old Papa Limo and oh, what's her name? Haven't seen her in so long. And Ida? Soon? Like, they showed us a cutscene of them, like, a while back, but I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. Maybe they're part of this resistance, we'll see. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions and mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gundabald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? Where is he? I think he's down here, if I remember. I think this is a guy that we talked to before. Like a long time ago. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Solitary, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was a suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. Hey, Zion. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Alright, so we're gonna, oops. Actually, make sure I got my best equipment on while I'm at. Where is this place? The Temple of Karn. Oh. How do I get there? What's that up there on the hill? I don't think I've been up there before. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. How do we get in there is a better question. Okay. We found a way. He actually looks pretty cool.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
Don't recognize the voice, so I don't think this is someone we already know behind the mask.
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more!
Pretty good speech.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Huh, there they are. We found them.
What are you two doing here?
Well, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Well, this is quite
She's
a
like,
surprise.
hello.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of
Hey, Papa Limo, last time I saw you, I was actually a cat boy instead of a Lala. He's like, oh, Saturn, you've changed since I last saw you. Let's see what these two have been up to this whole time. Let's cheer this person on, though. Good job. They're staring at me. Waving. Wave back. We made a friend. Woo! Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Solitary would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distributed by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Yeah. Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo. All at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raubon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls... So yeah, the link pearls seem like something you can just get rid of. I thought they were like implanted in your brain or something. As a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. Nah. We didn't get it. Did you take it to one of the delivery moogles, or... to be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the science of the Seventh Dawn? Curious, it is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind to get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now, you have heard the whole of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious, I can't believe it. The Resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin? Well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess, I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not. Not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, and that is assuming you'll have us. You don't have link pearls anymore, you might be useless. So far, I'm enjoying Papalimos' company more than I did in A Realm Reborn. What? Honorable Heroes. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? Oh, thanks for the money. It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Solitary, let's be off. Okay. Tailbot. Alright, he's back in there. Tailbot. Let's see, are they down here? They are. Ugh. Eh, you want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. What if we give you a sack of gil? Well, you're the ones with the gil, and seeing as you're friends of Papalimo? There, tunic and slops for the both of you. Tailored and treated to your taste. Now off with you, before someone sees us together. Okay. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change it, and see you at the spot Papalimo marked on our maps. Let's see. Shepherd's tunic and slops is what we need to equip. Do I have it in here? It's probably in my inventory. Wait, that's hats. I'm guessing it's this weathered shepherd's tunic. I got a lot of shepherd's tunics. I got a hempen shepherd's tunic, a weathered shepherd's tunic. I think it's the weathered one. And slops. Okay. Should be good. Oh, Alpino. I feel like that's the first time I've seen Alpino in a different outfit. Well, look at us. Pair of down at heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. Blah-da-da-ba-da. I think he looks really cool, actually. The
My
Griffin.
thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I.
See how
The
good of
Resistance
actors
has
we are.
long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
Didn't take Alpino
I'd
long
like
to
hear
blow
more
our
about
cover.
The Griffin.
Okay.
The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
I believe you.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Let me guess. I gotta go take on Ifrit while you
Then
guys
let me off.
go on a search of the camp.
Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
No. No.
Aye. I
Crap.
thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you.
Want to go
You
back
gave
and
us
figure out who
hope
that
where there
was now.
none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Forgive me, sir. I did like 8,000 side quest things
I
in
know that
A Realm
look,
Reborn. I
Ida,
can't
and I do
remember
not
you.
like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences.
I like how his hood has like
You mustn't
spots for
lose
his
sight of
ears to
that,
come
Ida.
out the sides
When the time
to
comes,
fit
we must
perfectly.
all make our choices, but
Instead
we
of
must
having to,
do
like,
so
tuck 'em
in
in.
full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Just in case those wasps thought about stinging me while I was over here. Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me. Don't remember. You cannot be expected to recall every face. And besides, it's not as if that matters. If somebody knows this guy's name, feel free to remind me. Unless it's like a spoiler, then don't remind me. I've long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Cordon bleu. Spaghetti. Cordon bleu. I think I can change back into my outfit again. Oh. 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 That picture's giving me some thoughts. Okay. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak. Ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must apprise Alice of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh, Thancred's here. Thancred. Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papalymo were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak. Without delay. Agreed, if there's naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. Let's do it. Wasn't it Thancred that was supposed to help me out the first time I fought Ifrit and then showed up like way late? Asked man. And so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Are you the Griffin? The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Mysteries, mysteries. Well, I'm about to go into a... I confess I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. Bowl. I think that's supposed to be Bowl of Embers. We must be ready. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Trust me, folks, you do not want a Bowl of Embers. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I'm ready.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
Ah.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Bang!
I
Caught
sense
that
you
thing in
will
its
offer more
mouth.
than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alizé!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Oh? Okay. That shot was cool.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Let's finish this.
Sick. Okay, we're doing this. Okay. This might be a tough fight,
You shall fall
actually.
soon enough.
I'm not doing very much damage here.
There's no escape!
Wait, where's their healer at? Do they have a healer? I don't know, I can't tell. Okay, we got one of them. Okay. Let's heal up a little bit. This guy just keeps getting healed. Crap. My health is draining. This one. I might need to use a potion or something here.
No more games.
I'm gonna use one. Oh crap. What the? Can't break free. Okay.
It ends now. What?
The chains!
Huh?
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
So who's the other guy? Or are they both the same guy?
Fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over.
Me
For
too.
now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
He looks cooler here somehow.
By thy leave.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
Look at Alice's sword. That's sick.
Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
Okay. How do I do that?
Make ready! They come!
Are we gonna have like a timer here or something? Channel ether into Alice's blade. I don't know how to do that. Do I just attack?
We must have more ether.
Click on Alice? What? What? I'm giving... Here. Take it. I don't know what I'm doing here. Blade of Light. Did I do it? I can't tell if I'm doing anything. Oh, interacting.
The ether! Ugh, it's not enough!
Oh. How do I get... So once I get up to, like, okay, I can see. So she's got 40, the enemy has 31 at the moment. Okay.
I can feel it! Just a little more!
Hurry it up, neighbor!
How do I tell how much I have actually got, though? Oh, no. A little bit more. Okay, is that enough? Interrupted? Don't attack me. Stop that. Interrupted? No! Can somebody distract this guy so I can do this? Okay.
Tis done! With this blade, I banish the darkness!
No. Not like this.
This guy.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. And our job here, a favor there, we never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
By destroying ours, though?
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
Arbert.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Okay.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia!
Oh, those eyes.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
So she's gonna go back with them to their world?
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidellin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you,
Tupsimati?
Keep to the path, that you may never have need of it.
Hey, Cat King.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
Of the Warriors of Darkness. And Minfilia, I think.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Oh. Mother dear.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
Sorry if I'm not saying much, my brain is trying to comprehend. Um... I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm trying to pay attention as best I can, but I'm feeling lost. Urianger has constructed all of this? So we're trying to find a balance of light and dark. They, in their world, they destroyed all the dark, so the light took over. Now Minfilia is going back with them to, like, absorb the light or something. I'm so confused. Can anybody, like, give me the last 3 cutscenes in, like, the For Dummies version? In football terms. So what's gonna be our goal moving forward then? To, like, bring more light to our world to restore balance or something? I mean, Philly is just gone now, right? So where is darkness trying to save their world? The first, by taking the lives of the warriors of light. Okay. So they were coming to take us out personally, the Warriors of Light, in this world, because that would help restore balance in their world? How does that work, though? Like, are the worlds somehow, like, intertwined? Like, actions here affect actions there? Oh, okay, so the next quest is gonna fill me in a little bit more. Okay. So, okay, so the Asians, like, told them that would help. Come here, destroy these people, because they're trying to get rid of us in this world, so they're trying to basically get the Warriors of Darkness to do their evil bidding, essentially. They're tricking them into doing something that probably wouldn't have actually helped their world, but would have helped them here. What? You're giving me a slime puddle and bomb fish. Here, let me give you 2 gil. Thank you. Thank you for the slime. Okay, we'll see where it goes, I guess, from here. So y'all said I have about 10 quests left total in Heavensward? How many have I done today? Like 2? I've done like 2 or 3 today, I think. Alright, let's at least hand in this one, see what Alfino has to say. It would seem we are in this southern Thanalan again. Annalyn. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way. And the Warriors of Darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. So they're, like, probably not gonna survive going back to their world, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to finish the rest on... Well, yeah, don't tell me if it's spoilers. We'll have to finish the rest on the next stream, maybe. Maybe we'll do that on Saturday. Saturday I can probably do a little longer stream and just push to the finish line. Whee, whee. This thing's only level 3 attack there, Titania. At least finish this patch. No. I'll do one last thing before I end the stream, okay? I'll take out this Amalja. Whew! Ah. One quest, one Amalja. Shit. All right, but if this takes a long time, I'm gonna be mad. All right. If this is like an hour-long quest, I swear to y'all. Okay. There's a picture. Anytime there's a picture with the quest, you know it's gonna be a long one. Okay. You know, if there's a picture and they're giving you a minion, there's no way it's like a 5-minute quest. Alright. I'm only doing this because I like y'all. Here we go. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this, when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back to Zaharak and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard skulking around. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. Happy birthday, everybody. Wow. Got one that just passed and one coming up. Should go and find Eden and Papalimo. They must have finished searching the mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. You must be tired, Solitary. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with the Warrior of Darkness and the Ossian in white at the Great Library. I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. That you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Solitary, forgive me, but I believe the events of this day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, Warrior of Light. Speak with Papalimo. Alright. You doing okay there? Doing okay? Okay. I don't know why I'm going out this way. Where am I going? Well met, Solitary. Alphino said you would be joining us. 'Twould seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the masked camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Just the Warriors of Darkness crystals. Actually... Oh yeah, Minfilia is dead. I don't believe the crystals, Minfilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now, I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. Me too, Alfino. I still struggle with it. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alfino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives. And I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. God, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. Oh. Ida? Ralgar be praised, it is you. Ida, alive and standing here before me in the flesh, I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long that you don't remember me? It's Gundabald. I fought beside your father in the Revolution. Do not think of less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the Resistance were always welcome in Little Almigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Ida was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Circle of Knowing? I don't feel like I've heard that before. Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you. But it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now, I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. She's acting weird. Pray forgive her, it has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Pray, let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask. Interesting. Whoa! Nice wings. Okay. Someday I need to do my job quests. Oh, I've been really slacking on those. Yeah. You want me to go back and ask him if you can have those wings, Peach? I'll ask him for you. You want me to ask? Okay. Okay. Excuse me, you don't know me, sir, but, might I have your wings? Welcome home. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals he sent word short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact T'Challa and Krau and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Twould. Here we all are, back together again. Minus
Back in the
Minfilia.
Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
Moonbreeder, yeah.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
Her eyes always that color?
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be.
Who's gonna be our leader?
Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume
So we're not
my
going to hang
research on
out together
Primus and
anymore?
the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are
Welcome
no
to the
objections.
team.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
I think he looked cooler because he didn't have the goggles on in the previous scenes. Maybe that's why I thought he looked cooler.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Who, me?
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for
Alfie?
my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Alfie?
I would not have it any other way, Tataru.
And I
And we mustn't forget you.
will retire.
What now for the Warrior of Light?
Everything is great in the world. They don't need me anymore. Let's see. A new adventure. What else? The road goes on ever on. To strive for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. Or say nothing. I kind of want to say nothing and see what happens. I'm all, none of these are actually like retiring and relaxing. What if I say nothing?
Indeed.
I think I
I
volunteered to help more anyways.
And the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
How you doing, Lamin? You needn't say a word, Solitary. I know. I know. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she will always be with us. I want to be sad about Minfilia, but I don't know. I just got a feeling that there's no way that's the last we see of her. Knowing how much game is left, I just have a feeling there's no way we never encounter her in some form or fashion again. I could be wrong, but... Look at them, Solitary, the signs of the seventh dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome, all of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. Oh, we gotta wind up. It's Moonbrita wind up. What? I have not yet, Sky. We probably should do that soon, since I'm pretty close to that.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
What is Tupsamati? That's like, I swear the first time I've ever heard of it is when she just gave it to us. Oh no, it's Louis, this is Louis Sua's staff piece, right?
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Okay, okay.
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
That was ominous. Okay. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. Who are you? True believers are so readily led. Elidibus. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted, then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift which I do now present to you. Is the dragon eyes? The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. How did they get the eyes? A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal, or for woe. Okay, don't tell me then. Interesting. So it was here all along. Oh. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. I haven't seen him in a minute. That was my evil laugh. No retreat, no surrender. I changed my mind, Papalymo. Give me that staff back. So now I should have 9 quests left, right? What patch was that? What was the one I just did? 3.5? Or no, 3.4 maybe? Okay. 3.4. Alright, so I think I have, what, 3.5 and then like 3.56 or something like that? Woo! Some very interesting developments in this one. I'm still not sure like I fully grasp everything, but it's probably meant to be that way. So, if I understood everything, there wouldn't be any point in playing, right? Let's see if we can find somebody to raid, if y'all would be kind enough to stick around for a raid. Let's see if we can show somebody else some love. I always like to try and find another Sprout to raid, but it's really hard. There's not a lot of Sprouts streaming this game. At least it lists that. Let's see. Let's send you over to this person. Don't forget to, when I post on YouTube, if you don't mind giving even if you're here for the stream, if you can give it a like to help the videos gain some traction on my second YouTube channel, I would appreciate that as well. Alright, we're gonna send you all over to Raptor Chan. Looks like they're fighting something crazy at the moment. Thank you all for the support. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll catch up with you all soon for the rest of Heavensward, okay?